Hi hello dear students, welcome back to the class. Last time I taught you about present tense and also we discussed the other four types of the present tense like simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. Already we completed, and last class I taught you about present perfect continuous. You learned and you gave answers correctly. Now moving on to the next topic, that is past tense. Past tense also it is divided into again four types, that is simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous tense. In that first one, simple past. Now we are going to learn about simple past today. So let's move on to that topic. See, in simple past, the action took place in the past duration. When do we use simple past? That action which is takes place or it took place in the past duration, that we call as simple past tense. ಅಂದರೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಯಾವುದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಆಗೋಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿದು ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಆಯಿತಾ. ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಗೋನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ವರ್ಬ್ ಇಸ್ V2 form or past tense form. So already we learned that in simple present, just you glance about simple present, whereas in the simple present we have two types. That means V1 also we used, also V plus years. Do you remember that? V plus years and V1. We used two types of main verbs in simple present tense. Whereas in the simple past tense, we have only one type, that is V2 form or in the past form or second column we need to use. I'll show you which column you want to use. So in simple present tense, we used two types of main verbs, that is V1 and V plus years. So I will glance once again that V1 is used for the I, we, you, they and plural nouns, and V plus is used for the he, she, it, third person singulars and also singular nouns. Do you remember, students? I hope so that you understood about simple present tense. Now the simple past, if you compare that, simple past tense, there is no such a confusion. We don't have two types of main verbs to use here. Just only want to use one type of verb, that is V2 form, that is in the second column. So okay, so second column means here we go. See there, V1 is a present tense, V2 is a past tense, V3 is a past participle form. Do you remember? So now we're going to use that in the simple past tense. Always we want to use V2 column. That means in this column which type of verb, that verb we need to use for the simple past tense. Have you understood? See, if you want to speak, or if you while speaking, if you are using the verb speak, you need to use for the past tense spoke. Start, started, save, saved, read, read. So like this, which are the conversion that comes in the column of V2, that you want to use for the simple past. Did you understand, children? That is main verb. In the simple past, main verb is in V2 column or V2 form. That means past tense form. So in that structure we want to understand. The structure is the structure is like subject and V2 form. First we want to use the subject, afterwards we need to use V2 form. Already told you the main verb is in V2 form or past tense form. The subject means, here we have a confusion. In simple present we used according to the subject, we have changed the main verbs. If it is I, we, you, they and plural nouns, we used V1, and if it is he, she, it and singular noun, we have used V plus years. Two types of main verbs we used in simple present. But now here in the simple past, you don't want to emphasize on the subject, whether it is simple, singular or plural or third person or first person. You don't want to worry about the subjects. Whatever the subject may be, you wanted to use only V2 form. So it's quite easier than simple present, is it? So we need to use always V2. We don't want to worry about the subject, whether it is I, we, you, they, or all these things. Okay, you don't want to worry. It's very easy, I think. See, I went. So subjects, we don't want to emphasize on the subject because of that V2 is a one verb that we have in the past tense that we want to use for all kinds of subjects. Whether it is singular or plural or third person or second person, don't worry, okay. So here we can see I went. So went means, what is the present form of the went? Go. Yes, I am using the verb go, but when you change them into the simple past, it becomes like went. It's not goed, okay. So here we have a little bit of complication while speaking. If you know what go that means the verb go, what does it become for the past tense? If you know that, then you can easily speak or you can easily conversate with others. Suppose if you don't know, how do you speak for the past tense? Do you say good? If you say like that, then the people will think that you are indigenous speaker, that you don't know English well. Am I right? That's why, dear students, you need to focus on the vocabulary first. If you have that all the words in your mind, when situation demands, automatically the words comes out from your mouth. That's why you have to learn very well about the vocabularies, verbs, and the conversions of the verbs. How does it become in the past? How does it become in the past participle? If you don't know that, you can't able to speak. Okay? So try to gather some more verbs every day. Every day if you learn at least 5 verbs, that will be easy. That makes your English better. Okay? So next sentence is we swam. So swam means here what is a present form of swam? Swim. Yes. Swim becomes swam. That's why we swam. ನಾವು ಈಜಿದ್ದೆವು. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗೋಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಆವಾಗ ಈಜಿದ್ವಿ, ನಾನು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಯು ಟುಕ್. ನೀನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ನೀನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ ಅವತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯು ಟುಕ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಎಸ್, ಹಿಯರ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇ ಕ್ವಾರಲ್ಡ್. ಅವರು ಜಗಳ ಆಡಿದ್ರು. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಜಗಳ ಆಡಿದ್ರು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಯು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ವಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಐ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಇರಲಿ, ನಾವೇನೂ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಾವು ಬಳಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದದ ರೂಪ V2 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಡ್ರೈವರ್ಸ್ ಏಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಚಾಲಕರು ತಿಂದಿದ್ದರು. ಹೀ ಸಾ ಅವನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದನು. ಶಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅವಳು ಸಂಗ್ರಹಿಸಿದ್ದಳು. It fell down. See, it fell down. Fall, fell, fallen. Okay? Don't get confusion. It fell down. ಅದು ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ. Then Ramu came. Ramu ಬಂದಿದ್ದ. See, I am using all kinds of pronouns and nouns. See here, these are I, we, you, they, and drivers is a plural noun, and he, she, it, third person singular, and Ramu is a singular noun. For these all we use only V2 form. Hope that you all understood about simple past tense. You can add object anything. Just I went. ನಾನು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ? You can add anything. I went to school. I went to village. I went to Shira. You can add anything. And dear students, also you wanted to focus on that. Your writings, what you sent in the WhatsApp group, that sometimes I could find a mistake that you are using in the middle capitalizations. Don't use. At the beginning of the sentence, you must use capital. In middle of the sentence, don't use capitalization or capital letters. So you understood that importance of the vocabulary. If you have vocabulary in your mind, then you can able to speak very well, right? That's why I'm going to give you that everyday 5 vocabularies. Collect them and try to use them in your interactions or in your conversations. Okay. The first one I'm going to give you today is peel. Peel means take out the skin. Andre sulitakkantadu. Example sentence you can also observe here. Raju peeled the banana. Raju ಅಂದರೆ ಬಾಳೆಹಣ್ಣಿನ ಸಿಪ್ಪೆಯನ್ನು ಸುಲ್ದ. ಪೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್? ಬಿಟ್ರೇ. ಬಿಟ್ರೇ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡಿಸ್ಲಾಯಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ದ್ರೋಹ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಪೊಲಿಟಿಷಿಯನ್ ಬಿಟ್ರೇಡ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಅನದರ್ ಒನ್, ಪರ್ಸುಯೇಡ್, ಕನ್ವಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬಿಲೀವ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮನವೊಲಿಸು ಅಂತ. ಮೈ ಮದರ್ ಪರ್ಸುಯೇಡೆಡ್ ಮೀ ಟು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಟೈಪಿಂಗ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್. ಟೈಪಿಂಗ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಮನವೊಲಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಪರ್ವೇಡ್, ಕ್ಯಾರಿಡ್ ಆನ್ ಆರ್ ಡೆಲಿವರ್ಡ್. ಪರ್ವೇಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಡ್ ಆನ್ ಆರ್ ಡೆಲಿವರ್ಡ್. Delivered means ಒದಗಿಸು ಅಥವಾ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ provide. Got it? Social worker provided mask to corona warriors. So hope that you all understood this, and every day I am going to give you the vocabularies of 5 that you need to keep in mind and try to use them in your conversations. And if you want to be the good speaker, always keep listening. Listening is the only best key to improve your knowledge. So do that every day. Thank you so much.